Hello, and welcome back to the Budget Gourmet. Happy Mother's Day to every single one of you moms out there. Good job at being a mom and for just being you. It's been a while, crazy month, and I don't even want to get into it. Just a bunch of sickness and all that crazy, just life stuff that sometimes gets in the way. I'm finally back to being able to make some videos. Hopefully we can get back on a schedule and continue to make more and more content. This recipe we're making this week is a Nutella stuffed French toast. Now, you don't have to just limit it to Mother's Day or a special occasion. You could make this maybe once a week or once a month. I would not recommend maybe eating it every day because this is not a very health conscious meal. Since it's Mother's Day, I didn't even really look at a way to do this budget friendly because you need to spend a little bit of money on the mothers in your life. Although I think I did just shop at Aldi for a lot of the stuff, so maybe spend a little money on your mom. Maybe do something like that. With all of her sacrifices and everything that she's done, maybe just spend a little bit. You could try to make it as budget friendly as you would like, depending on what store you go to. You could probably get a lot of this stuff at the dollar store. Let's get right into making Nutella stuffed French toast. Here's the ingredient list. If you would like to pause the video to take inventory and see if you have all these, be my guest. I just want to preface this by saying I got this batter recipe from Basics with Babish. If you're not watching him, I don't know what you're doing. We're going to be starting off with a cup and a half a cup of whole milk. Make sure you're using whole milk. Why? Just tastes better. After you're done with your milk, you're going to go in with 5 eggs. We're going to be using 3 whole eggs, yolk and all, and then we're going to be using 2 with just the yolk. If you want to learn how to separate eggs, practice. Okay, once you're done with your eggs, we're going to be adding 4 big old tablespoons of sugar. This is not an everyday sort of meal. Please watch your sugar intake. Sugar is not the best for you in large quantities. After your sugar, we're going to be adding some vanilla extract because we wanted to make this a little more vanilla bean-y. We're going to be adding half a teaspoon of cinnamon and nutmeg to the mix as well, along with a pinch of salt. Once all of your ingredients are together, you're going to want to whisk it well until all of those ingredients are combined and the color is sort of golden with flecks of brown, like freckles. Just to make things a little easier on ourselves, we're going to be transferring our mixture into a flatter receptacle, just so our bread can be spaced out a little bit more once it takes a little dip in the pool. Okay? Once that's been transferred, we are going to be making a little cream cheese topping. Isn't that delightful? I'm using 8 ounces of cream cheese here, adding 3 tablespoons of sugar, and just to counteract that sugar just a tiny bit, I'm going to be adding just a little pinch of salt. I know it's not going to be a lot, but it's worth it. Now, I had a bit of a struggle trying to get this all mixed together. Here's a tip. I added a little bit of hot water just to make it a little bit easier to work with, and instead of it being lumpy, it really gives that nice creamy texture that you're looking for, like this. The last part of our preparation is basically just going to be our garnish. Well, I guess it's a little more than a garnish. It's going to be eaten. So we're just going to be cutting some strawberries. Cut them however you wish. I just cut them in halves because that's what I felt like doing at the time. Now that our strawberries are cut and our fruit is prepared, we are going to get ready to cook. I am getting my pan to a medium to medium low heat and throwing a big pat of butter in there. We're going to be spreading our Nutella on our brioche, and I don't know if you've ever made a sandwich before, but then you just put the other piece of bread on top like so. While your butter is melting, that little sandwich is going to go for a nice little swim in our mixture, about 30 seconds each side, just to let it all soak in up in that nice brioche, to get all that flavor all incorporated into our bread, our spongy bread. Butter's melted. Add your little sandwich to the pan, and we're just going to wait till you're just going to let it go. You're just going to let it go until it becomes golden brown. About 2.5 to 3 minutes each side on that low heat. Check to make sure it has reached that perfect golden brown, and do a flip of your sandwich so we can cook the other side. Once the other side is cooked, all that's left to do is put everything on a plate. I got new plates. I'm excited. Here's our sandwich, our beautiful French toast, our cream cheese mixture. It's going to add that little bit of tang to all of the sweetness. They love it. Next thing, we're going to be adding our blueberries. I washed these, no need to cut them. Our strawberries that we just cut in halves. You can create any sort of cutting technique that you would like for the strawberries. I just sort of place them on the bread. We're going to do a light dusting, an angelic dusting of powdered sugar. Doesn't that look wonderful already, ladies and gentlemen? Then we're just going to drizzle it up with some all-natural maple syrup. It's gorgeous. I hope you make this recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make this for your mom. A happy Mother's Day to you all, and I will see you next week with another video. Goodbye.